Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to the UK Planner podcast, the series finale, part two.
How depressing. You can sound a little bit more excited.
Well, what if we don't get picked up for another series? What if, this is it? This is the last ever episode of the UK Planner podcast.
Hey, I don't know if you know this, but you are one of the hosts of the UK Power Podcast, so you can kind of like record more episodes, you know?
Wait, are you saying that the big bosses have picked us up for another series? There's gonna be a series two.
Hello, I am executive producer, Big Boss. Please produce series two.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Well, in that good note, enjoy, but don't worry, you're not having to savor it too much.
Ash and Holly are going to talk about SWPC, the event coming up this September, as well as table gifts, which will be good tips for anyone who's doing table gifts for the first time.
Enjoy this episode. See you at the end.
Talk to you later.
Now, talking about exciting things, SWPC, we have a date. We've had tickets come out. Oh my goodness.
The ticket sale night was insane. I have never experienced that kind of thing ever, and I most certainly was not expecting it. I remember people saying to me beforehand, like, "Oh, I'm working, like, do I need to worry?" And I'm like, "No, no, you don't need to worry. Tickets never sell out. Like, usually there's a big flurry, but they kind of, are ticking over for a number of months." And lo and behold, they all flipping well sold out.
I couldn't believe it because, we were just talking about your wedding and,
Yeah,
it was literally your hen party
it
night.
was.
You planned it.
Yeah, I planned it great for a planner, didn't I?
Yeah, but I say you planned it great for, two major things to happen at once,
I
and for it to
know.
be the year that you have it sell out, oh my god.
The thing is, I wasn't expecting it to be chaotic. I'd said, "I'm sorry, but at 7, I've just gotta, like, set the site live so the tickets are there, and then I basically can shut my laptop, and it will do its thing, and I can forget about it."
Mhm.
So I did do that, but then all of a sudden my phone was like going insane. And I went and looked, and first of all, I was like, oh, wow, a lot of these tickets have sold. And then I was getting messages like, I can't get on the site, I can't do this. And the website went down. So then, of course, I was like on chat to my website hosts and like trying to refresh it. And I couldn't get onto the like back end of the site to see if there was something like wrong. And yeah, it just turned into a bit of chaos for a while I kind of an hour or so, I think, while I tried to kind of sort it out. And then it was all good again and it kind of carried on. But yeah, I really wasn't expecting it, which is why I didn't think that putting them on sale on the night of the hen do was an issue.
Do you wanna hear something crazy?
Go on
This was
then.
the first year I didn't, buy my ticket at exactly 7 o'clock. Usually, we've been in the theatre before, and I'll be like, hold up, I'm gonna buy it, then we can watch the show." And this year I was like, "You know what? I do this every year to myself, stress myself out. I'm not gonna do it." It was Ari who was like, "Ash, Ash, Ash, nope, we have to do this."
That was funny. I remember you, like, panicking all of a sudden that, and then obviously everything went down, and at the time it went down, there was still plenty of tickets left.
Yeah.
At that point, I wasn't thinking it was a kind of a first night sellout. I was just
Mhm.
thinking, "Oh, everyone who wants one has just gone on, like, at the same time." My website is being redone at the moment, and I know that well, my current website, but which will be my old website, is a bit laggy and
Mhm.
slow to load and stuff like that. I still didn't think that it would be a problem, and I was just blown away. I mean, when then it went live, and within minutes it then sold out, and people were then messaging me like, "Oh my goodness, is there going to be more tickets? I've missed it." Although I did actually manage to get to the venue a few days later and add more tickets, which then swiftly sold out too, which was again like, oh my goodness, it's just going to keep happening.
Yeah.
If anyone's listening There are actually, I think, 6 tickets now on there. So,
At time of recording, yeah.
yeah, so as we're recording, when I processed all of the tickets that had sold on the first night, there was some kind of, not glitches, but where people had been so kind of panicky to check out and then it hadn't worked. They'd done it again, but it had kind of reserved twice the tickets.
Oh, I see.
So when I kind of looked through all of that and sorted it all out, there was 6 left. So, if anybody still wants to come, there is a few remaining. But yeah, so I suppose technically we could say now it's not a sellout. But
Yeah, but you've had to extend it. Like, what did the hotel think when you told them? Like, had you said, "Oh, possibly I might need to, increase this number.
mm,
It's, an active number."
I think initially I'd said to them like 100 people, which is what I've had
Mhm.
in the past. And I don't think they knew what date the tickets were going on sale. But I knew that Zoe and I were going to the venue on the Monday. So my hen do was the Friday to the Sunday. And then the Monday we went to Cheltenham together to visit the venue.
Yeah.
So I knew I would kind of at that point update the hotel with kind of what we'd sold so far and whether it was looking like 100 would be the number. And I remember going in and saying, I've sold out of all 100, like
Oh my
within that one
goodness.
evening. Um, and her being like, what? Like, that's crazy. And then kind of when Zoe and I spent the day there, we did some of like the measuring and
Yeah.
putting kind of table setups and stuff. And I was like, right, I know how many more I can add now. But yeah, it was just a whirlwind. It was just crazy. And the hotel also said to me, like, we suddenly had this massive rush over the weekend for hotel rooms, and like most of the hotel rooms are gone now. And I was just like, this is just amazing.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So, just to reassure people, you're not packing us all in. There was the space there already.
Yeah, there was. I did kind of know from the start that I could fit more than 100,
Mhm.
but without physically measuring and laying the tables out, I didn't want to put up I didn't want to put up, say, 150 tickets and then get there to lay it out and be like, oh, this is tight. Like,
Yeah.
what's important to me is that everybody has an amazing weekend, and I'd rather sell 2 less tables,
Yeah.
for example, to give a bit more space.
Oh, I'm so excited. And also, it's going to be a different venue, which honestly, I am so chuffed about. Because I was looking into this hotel brand, because
Mhm.
there's a few different ones around the UK, isn't there?
Yeah.
And I saw one. I was just at Southampton to go on a cruise, and I saw one, and I was saying to Mum, I was going, that's the brand that we're doing for the SWPC event this year. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What would you say you're most excited about the new venue?
I am excited that everything is going to be in one place. So there hasn't been a year yet where we've had everything in one room, whereas this year everything is going to be in one room
Oh my goodness.
over the weekend. Friday night won't be,
Mhm.
because obviously the room will be being set up for the weekend. But during the weekend, you basically won't need to leave that room at all if you didn't want to. And there will be little areas. So there'll be an area with the shops. There'll be an area with like an SWPC zone, which is where there'll be like the swaps table. And I'm even going to have a book swap this year.
Oh.
And things like, the photo area, all of those bits and pieces will be in an area as well. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how that works. Whereas before, it's always been kind of quite split up.
This is going to be such a game changer because I always hear from people, "Oh, I wish it was all in one room. Oh, I'm always having to look for
Mm.
people." It's going to be such a game changer. And I think that it's so amazing that this is something that I know that you have been asked about for a couple of years now and that you've finally been able to deliver on this. Oh,
Yeah, in the feedback, people always say, I wish it was in one room. But the Southwest is actually quite tricky for venues. There isn't the kind of same big venues that are in the Midlands or the North. And so, struggled for years to find somewhere big enough, But this year, I just kind of said to myself, I need to find that venue. And Cheltenham is still the southwest, and it's still only like an hour and a half for me. So it's absolutely fine. But I knew it was really important to tick those boxes this year, especially as, you know, we grow.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we've grown like about 15% in size this year
Wow.
with the table. So I knew that I needed to kind of find a venue that can grow with us. But yeah, I'm really excited. I think at the moment, like my wedding, as we record this, is 5 weeks away. So my focus at the moment and my mind is very much on wedding.
Yeah.
So although I'm really excited, I haven't been able to get excited yet because that's my focus.
Of course.
But in 5.5 weeks' time, SWPC is a go, go, go.
You'll probably still be in your little wedding bubble, though. You know, maybe give it 10 weeks till you
Okay.
know.
But yeah, I do just love SWPC. It's, you know, it's my absolute passion, and I love that feeling at the weekend when everyone comes together. And, you know, it's always been so important to me that this is about the community and about everybody having a great time. And like when I can stand back and almost watch all the shops, all of the attendees, you know, everything happening and the great time everybody's having, it just makes me so proud and so happy.
I mean, I think that it is such an amazing and important part of the planner community. And I felt that a lot actually when Catherine passed and you posted that message and all of those people were commenting on the Facebook group about Catherine. And I just was like, this is just one of those moments where obviously she was one of those people where a lot of people would talk to her and stuff.
Yeah.
But obviously, without something like SWPC, you
Mm.
know, something that had happened year on year and that she had been, I don't know if she'd been to more than, actually, I think she only had gone to one. But yet she made such a big effect.
Yeah, I think maybe she'd been to one other, maybe. I might be wrong, but yes.
No, because I think her first event was Palentine's. And then she
Okay.
came to SWPC 2023.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because she was meant to come last year.
I'd definitely known her for longer. I think she'd
Yes.
maybe done online events and stuff like that, but it definitely felt like she was such a big personality in the planner community and the SWPC community. I don't think I had kind of met her outside of that, the SWPC community. So yeah, she was a lovely part of it, and you know, a big personality, very bubbly, wasn't she?
Huge. And like, it's one of those things where it's lovely that you get to meet these amazing people. And also, it's lovely that even though it's very sad when someone passes, that
Mm,
you do have that place where we can all come together, even in a virtual setting, for people's triumphs and
mhm.
losses. And, you know, like, this is one of
Yeah,
those things where it is almost that lovely kind of town hall feeling, isn't it?
yeah. No, definitely. It's yeah, it's a lovely community, and it is really nice when everybody is there together, whether that's on an online event or whether that's, you know, a face-to-face event, that everybody is so welcoming. And don't think it matters if you come on your own with no friends or whatever, you will be welcomed in with open arms, and people love to make new friends. So yeah, it's really lovely and a special thing to be part of. And yeah, I'm just glad that I can continue it year on year, really.
Yeah. I mean, your goal was to bring people together,
Hmm.
and I think you very much have achieved it.
Thank you. I hope so. And I hope that people, you know, love it as much as I do, really, and that everyone continues to have a great time and the event goes from strength to strength. One thing that's really important to me is that it doesn't become so big that it becomes impersonal. Because what I love is that I know everybody. I might forget your name because I'm rubbish with names, but that I can chat to everybody and that I know everybody and everyone's face. And, you know, it really does have that community feel. I don't want it growing to hundreds of people title where it becomes like, who's Holly that runs,
Yeah.
SWPC, and I'm just this like person who stands at the front, but then you don't talk to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, almost like you're the Great Gatsby of the whole thing, you know? You're the myth, the legend, Holly.
Yeah, that's it. Although I don't mind that title. Sounds pretty good.
Well, I mean, if you just work the new version of your website now, it's not too late to put that on your about page. The myth, the legend, Holly.
I like that. I might just have to do that as a joke. No one else will get it but us, but
Oh, and the listeners.
True. Yeah, all of you lot.
Yeah.
What are
Yeah.
you most looking forward to the event? What's the highlight for you as an attendee?
Now, I don't know how popular this will be, considering that I'm saying this to the listeners, but this year I'm considering not doing interviews and stuff at the event, because I really want to enjoy it, because it's such a special thing for me. It's something I genuinely count down to. Like, even if you didn't have, countdown stickers, I would still be counting down to them in my planner,
Yeah.
I just love just talking to people. I'm not a social person. I'm really not. But yet it's somehow effortless at your event.
Mhm.
It's these little unexpected encounters, I think, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. And I think maybe have a year off, doing the UK Planner podcast, because actually, although it was great to listen back to after last year, you're there to enjoy it and
Yeah.
to not have to stress or worry about something else.
Yeah. I think that I'm definitely going to do an episode about it, but I
Yeah.
don't know how much from the event will be in the episode.
Yes, I know what you mean.
I think also I can't really talk about it if I was hardly in it. If I was running around asking other people, how's the food? Have you eaten yet?
Yeah.
No, I'm too busy interviewing people.
No, that's true. And you're going to be busy on Friday night because you and Ari are hosting.
Yes, for those who haven't spotted, because I think you did do a post on Instagram about this. Yes, we are stepping up. My goodness.
Very exciting.
Ari is hoping to do her tarot deck. So for those who've heard about her and her skills with the tarot deck, can get a reading.
Super exciting.
Very exciting. And then, there'll be a few different little activities and games. And it's going to be a nice little warm-up, I think, won't it?
Yeah. No, definitely. No, I think it's going to be really fun, and will be nice to just have that extra evening for people that arrive on Friday. The tickets are sold out for Friday night because there is a smaller capacity. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it and to seeing what you two do. And I'm just going to be an attendee.
Yeah. It's just going to be a little bit of a mix with a few games. It's nothing too crazy, but I think it's going to be a really nice kind of, get people in the right headspace. And
Yeah, I think it will be really fun. And I'm looking forward to handing over the reins for the evening.
What would you say would be your top 5 things that you would recommend to someone, to give as a table gift? Because often we do get that question in the group,
Yeah.
don't we? We see that of, what should I do?
I think everybody knows that it is optional and that there is no pressure, and people are appreciative of their friends creating something or bringing them something, whether that is a chocolate bar each or whether that is something much more extravagant. And I've seen massive variations on table gifts. I have literally seen someone who's turned up with a tub of heroes, stuck it in the middle and said, really sorry, life's busy. I can't make you something individually, but here's some chocolates to enjoy this weekend. And people are chuffed with that.
Yeah.
All the way to the other end of the spectrum, where I saw one year Rocks made everybody planner caddies that were personalised and had stuff in, and they were amazing too. Like, I've seen complete opposite ends of the spectrum, but I think people love it, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Now, top things to do as table gifts, I think snacks are actually always really appreciated. So snacks, cans of drink, chocolate, sweets, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Whether that is just like a group of them for the table or whether that's a little pack for each person. I think everybody loves a snack. And also, when you get home
Yeah.
and you're like unpacking all your stuff and you like come across a chocolate bar or a sweet and you're like, oh, and it like breaks it up almost, like you have your
Yeah.
snack or a sweet, and like, or in your room late at night when you're like going through everything. So I know that's always appreciated. Personally, I love a pouch.
Yes.
And so I think when somebody does a pouch, whether that's like personalized or just has like a cute design on it, I think that with something inside, whether again that's snacks or whether it's like things like hair scrunchies and face masks, and so things to give you like a bit of a pamper afterwards, or obviously stationery. But I think the great thing about table gifts is
Mhm.
they don't have to be stationery and planner related.
Mhm.
They can just be fun things that either represent the person or they think fits with the theme of the event, or give somebody something, whether that's like, right, I'm giving you a pamper night with this,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. I
Yeah.
don't think it does need to be stationery focused at all.
No, you're right.
I think personalised things, people love personalised
Oh
things.
my goodness, yes.
I would say that's top. If you can personalise your item, whether that's like by getting vinyls done with their name or choosing colours that suit that person, I think everybody loves something special for them.
And sometimes I think personalised doesn't always have to mean something with their name. Like,
No.
honestly, some of the best things I've had have been people going, "What's your favourite colour?
Mm,
What is your favourite season?"
yeah,
When the group is set up for your table beforehand and somebody asks the kind of classic questions, "What's your do you have any allergies, and what's your favourite
yeah.
colour?" It's
Yeah.
perfect, you know?
And it's always those same kind of questions to begin with, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I think, what would you say apart from personalised is your top table gift?
I honestly think, and maybe this is a bit cheeky, sometimes I think the best thing you can do, if let's say you have completely forgot to do a table gift, right?
Mhm.
As well as, like, going to get, like, a box of Krispy Kremes or getting something, like, foodie to share, because I do agree, I think that, honestly, lifesaver when someone comes in and be like, "Hey, I've got bottles of water, I
Yeah,
brought them from Costco." Love it. Honestly, very helpful.
yeah.
But I honestly think, and someone did this, and it was, I think this was for Plannerfest, where they had literally just gone through their stuff and they literally picked, like, the best stuff they were gonna already put on the swaps table, and they just
Mm,
made, like, 6 little, like, mini bags. It was stuff that, like, I'll be honest, was probably the stuff that maybe they hadn't touched yet that they were gonna put on the swaps table
yeah.
anyway.
No, that's a really nice idea. As that shows, it doesn't have to cost you money. You
No,
can go through your stash, and I'm sure we've all got things in our stash that we haven't used and could make a lovely gift from.
I think that's the thing is I think people often will look on YouTube or look on
Mhm.
Instagram and go, "Oh my god, I need to spend, like, £10 per." You don't. You really
No,
don't.
no, and just have fun with it.
Yeah.
But equally, if actually it's too much for your brain or you're too busy, there is no pressure. If you come to your table and say, I'm really sorry, I couldn't do table gifts, nobody is like, get away.
Oh, yeah.
You have to go from this event. Nobody will mind at all. It shouldn't become a burden. It's about having fun. I mean, I will admit my table gifts are done for
Oh my
September.
goodness. Oh
And
my
I
goodness.
know well, they're 99% done. The personalisation part is not done, but that will come after the wedding when I can bear to turn the silhouette back on
Fair.
after all the wedding vinyls I've cut.
Oh,
But I wanted to get organised because I knew that after the wedding, I was going to be in full SWPC mode.
Yeah.
And I found something online and I was like, that is what I want to do. So because I had the inspiration, I was like, right, I'm doing it now.
Fair.
And I'm really pleased with them and I love them and I think they're very cute. And that's what it's about, I think, having fun with it. Like, is there
Yeah.
something that you really like that you want to share with your planner friends, you know, that kind of thing. I think just have fun with it. And, you know, I always say to people, it's about a little snippet of joy for the weekend, SWPC as a whole, out of our busy, crazy, intense lives. And I just want people to come and have fun and relax, and there to not be any pressures of, are my table gifts as good as X's table
No,
gifts? It doesn't matter. Just have fun with it.
100%. But thank you so much for joining me. It's been so lovely having you here, keeping Ari's chair warm.
Thank you for having me, and thank you, Ari, for stepping away this episode so that I could come in with Ash.
It's been a pleasure, and I hope you'll come back again.
Of course, anytime you want, I'm here.
Oh, you superstar, you superstar. And thank you for everyone for listening. We hope you've enjoyed this episode.
Thank you. It's been, I love chatting on podcasts, and I love then all the comments we get afterwards and,
Yes.
you know, people sharing it and stuff like that. So thank you to all of you who are listening and who make the podcast what it is.
Thank you to our lovely, amazing planner community. And we hope, well, I'm going to say it from both of us, even though this is my catchphrase. We both hope that your washi is straight and that your stickers go exactly where you want to place them. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Well, that's it for Series 1 finale. Thank you so much for joining us. We're so glad that you were here.
Thank you so much. And as Holly said, if it wasn't for you guys, this podcast would be nothing. It would literally just be a voice memo with my wife on it. We cannot wait to do this all again later this year for Series 2. We've already got some very exciting people that we are planning on talking to, as well as chatting with each other.
Yep. So whether this is your first episode or you've listened to the whole series already, we're so glad you're here. If you'd like, feel free to go back to older episodes and listen while you wait for Series 2 to come out.
Also, feel free to reach out to us if you have any ideas for episodes or no, you just want to say hi. All our links are down below.
Thank you so much. Talk to you later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.